Alright guys, so we are here at Ultimate Cryotherapy in Boca Raton, and today we have a very, very special day. We're going to be doing the Cryo T Shock. So today, I've done this treatment before last year, but this year we're going to do it in an even more efficient way where we're going to actually like take into steps like the time difference and everything else, so then like that we can get the best result. So can you tell us a little bit more about what the Cryo T Shock does?
Yes, basically what it does is everybody is born with, you learn that you have fat cells. Now what people don't understand is when you lose weight, you lose fat, you don't actually lose the cells. All they do is shrink or expand depending on this. What the Cryo T Shock does, it actually kills the fat cells between a series of heat and then sub-zero temperatures. Crystallize your fat cells and process them out in your body through the lymphatic system, and then those fat cells are gone for good.
Awesome. So yeah, I actually saw a bunch of results from this last year. I pretty much got my glutes are well more defined than they've ever been at the state of like my leanness. So I've been seeing really, really awesome results, especially on my left glute. My right glute is a little bit more like stubborn, but I feel that after these sessions, I'm gonna have better results. So how many sessions are we looking at, and what is the time difference?
Well, for somebody like yourself, we don't have a lot of fat. Probably 2 sessions we'll do with you, and then we'll do a tightening session afterwards. But depending on the size of the person, you want at least 10 days to 2 weeks in between, because we don't want the toxicity to build up with all the fat cells in your body. We want to get everything processed before the next session. But depending on the size of the person, it could be 3 sessions, 5 sessions, like cellulite, like 10 sessions. Okay. Because it's very stubborn. But somebody like yourself, 2, and then 1 tightening, and we should be good. Okay,
so after the first session, will I see results, or would it be more on like that second one? I'll see like that.
Exactly. Your body's got to process it, so it will kill them today. Get rid of it. You may see a little difference, but you got to get them out of your system first of all. And your skin's got to tighten up. So you'll see a little difference the first one. You'll see more the second one. But after you do the tightening after the third one, you're going to see a big difference between now and then.
Yeah, I remember when I first did this session, like I remember after the tightening, I remember I went home and I was like, oh my goodness, what is this? Like I remember seeing a lot more difference. So as you guys know, and I'll show you guys like my trouble areas and the areas that we're going to be pretty much working on and what I'm really wanting to focus on. So when I step on stage, I look incredible.
That's our point of helping out here once you look incredible.
Exactly. So if you guys have any other questions about any of this, make sure you guys comment below and we'll answer those for you too. So let's go ahead and keep on. Let's show you guys what we're working with.
Okay.
What I really need, like I have no issues like leaning down, like my upper body, even like the front of my body, like it leans out pretty well, but it's just, and even my legs, they're not too bad. But when I do my back pose, we have my left glute kind of like does come out pretty well out here, but then my right glute kind of struggles. But this is the area right here that I really want to have more definition.
The insertion area, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mind if I just put some marks here so we can make sure we get this right? Insertion out a little bit more for you.
Yep, so we're gonna get that area, guys, and this area, and let's do this. How long is this treatment to bring up?
About 50 minutes, 5-0.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So we're gonna get started. So tell me, what is the, how's the process of this work?
It's basically, we do a 4x6 area at a time. And what we're gonna do is use this machine, it basically goes through heat and then cold, heats up the fat, then freezes it, and crystallizes it, processes it out of the body. So, but like I said, with the other ones, everybody's heard of cool sculpting. They basically pioneered this, but what we've done is kind of taken it to the next level. Cool sculpting, they freeze the area, they suck it in like a vacuum, and it's like a hard stick of butter, and you got to break that up so people have bruising and pain for the next week or so, and some people actually can get neuropathies from it. Whereas this, as you see, we just keep going along and we massage the area as we go. So there's no more pain, no more neuropathies, but you get the same result and probably about 1/3 of the cost.
Yeah, and to explain to the audience what neuropathy is, That's when your cells like shut down, right? Or
Well,
I'm sorry, your nerves.
Exactly, your nerve could either shut down or cause it to fire even more, so you're in pain all the time, which is the opposite. It's not a good thing.
Yeah, so what I've noticed is that, you know, I've had friends that had the cool sculpting done, and like, for example, they'll do their stomach, and it's like they have just like a block missing from their stomach.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
it's as I say, this is a little different because as you see, we massage around, so you can get still that 4x6 area, it's the same size, but with the massage, it's hitting the outer cells as well, so kind of more of a smooth outcome for the body.
Yeah, and I know a lot of ladies are gonna ask this, like, does this help with like removing cellulite?
Yeah, there's actually a setting on here for cellulite. The problem with it is cellulite's very, very stubborn, so those cellulite treatments are probably about 6 to 8 sessions to get rid of it, but we've got a lot of before and afters. Definitely works with cellulite as well.
Yeah, so ladies, like, if this is something that you're struggling with, I would highly suggest it, because I've seen a lot of girls that will, you know, they'll do their diet, they'll do their training, and you know, like, at the end, like, they can get down pretty low on body fat, but they'll still have that stubborn, like, cellulite, they'll, you know, like, that skin that looks off.
Exactly.
So
that's what this is made for. It's honestly, Stephanie, a lot of people come in here, we do a consultation first, because if you're a very heavy person and you've got a lot of, you know, fat all over your body, that's not the ideal person for this. It's not really going to help them. Or if they're, you ever see like gentlemen with these big beer bellies that are like rock hard bellies out to here, again, not good candidates. So we do a consultation for them. It's exactly for what you said. It's people who are in good shape, decent shape, but they have little problem areas that just won't go away, that we hit, and that's the best candidate for what we do this for.
makes sense.
Yeah, just like even with mothers who just had children, you know, and they
So
get
it
that
helps
little,
with that?
oh yeah, like the skin
That's
is
why
loose.
I'm afraid of having that babies because of that same reason. My mom's like, look, my mom's filming right now. She's like looking at it. She's like, oh, I haven't had that done.
Yes, it definitely is great for that. We've actually worked with a couple of gynecologists, OBGYNs down here, on a couple of different ladies that just had the babies and they had that loose skin they couldn't get rid of. Worked beautifully.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so ladies that are looking to compete and get this done, I don't know if I already said this or not, but you have to make sure you do this ahead of time. So don't wait until 10 days before your show to do your first session like I'm doing right now. Like for me, I do several shows a year, so it's going to be beneficial. And unfortunately for me, I was living in California and stuck out there because of the whole Corona pandemic. So now that I'm here in Florida, like if I could have done this earlier, I would have, so it would have led up to my shows and I would have had the 3 sessions that I needed. So depending on how many sessions and how stubborn that fat is, you want to come in, get your consultation, and then make sure that, it times well with your shows.
Yeah, we'll time it all out. If they come in, we'll see what shows they're hitting, what the date is, then we'll work backwards from that to get the perfect timeline down for them.
Exactly. So I plan on doing a bunch of shows this year. So I've already done one. I'm doing another one in 10 days. So the next session will be a little bit right after that. And then after that, I'll have my next session. It'll be good for hopefully my 3rd show. So, it is what it is.
Yep. And it's not just good for butt. Any place you got that little stubborn fat, whether it's love handles or, lower abs or, tricep area, wherever it is. It just, again, good for just stubborn fat in certain areas that you need it.
Alright guys, so really quick to close off the video, I had an amazing experience at the Cryo T Shock with Ultimate Cryotherapy, and I'll be doing 2 more sessions. My shows keep getting canceled, so we'll see when the next one's going to be. It's probably going to be sometime next week. It's already been a couple days since the session. So I have, how many more days to my show? 7, 8, 8 days. So once that's done, then we're gonna go back to the 2nd session and then wait another 10 days. And then I'll be showing you guys, so stay tuned for a full video of the whole before and the after of how my body changed within the time of the treatment and how much it's progressed. I've already been seeing a good amount of results. Obviously I am dieting, so that does come into play, but know that it does come, it is going to be helpful. It's helped in the past, it's going to help now. So stay tuned for that next video, and if you guys have any questions, comment below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.